guys, this is my first review video, and since it was requested after my last video, I'm gonna start with Don't Starve for PC. Don't Starve is a survival adventure game set in a really Tim Burton-esque world, and your goal is in the title: try your best not to die. The graphics and music are fantastic and give so much depth to the atmosphere of the game. Hunt and gather food and resources to replenish your hunger, health and sanity, and when you die, it's permadeath and your save is deleted. This can be really frustrating at first, since the game throws you right into the deep end, forcing you to pick up things yourself. The first time I played, I had no idea what I was doing until about 4 deaths in, when I figured out that nighttime equals bad, and I started paying a lot more attention to the crafting menu. It feels like you never have everything worked out. One game you'll be hours into, you'll be completely self-sustainable, but insta-killed by something out of nowhere. This is really frustrating when you have to start all over again from the beginning, losing all the items and progress you had made that far. After spending such a long time foraging, mining, crafting, cooking, hunting, stockpiling, building and killing things, death makes you want to throw your keyboard out of the window and set your computer on fire. It's all part of the learning curve though, so you just have to suck it up and try not to make the same mistake again the next time. Inside the game is an adventure mode. You can activate it if you want a little bit of a challenge, or if you have hit a point where you're running out of things to do in survival mode. If you die in adventure mode, it will just pop you back out where you were in survival mode, so you don't really need to worry about losing your game progression. And this mode really helps give the game some replayability. Without it, the survival mode starts to become a bit tedious after playing for a couple of hours. A lot of reviews I've seen online for the game seem to be written by people that hadn't found this mode, and they just complained about how little there is to do in the game. I've played about 20 hours so far, and I still have no idea what some items do, and I've seen other people's videos of the game, and there's things in them that I haven't experienced yet. Also, there is DLC coming for the game soon too, which should expand on it a bit, I hope. Each time you start a new game, the world is randomly generated. In the game I played to make this video, rocks were nowhere. It took me a ridiculously long time of exploring to track down biomes that had rocks in them, and even longer to find the kind that had gold inside so that I could build a science machine, which is a placeable item that unlocks the crafting trait for you. During the game, time cycles through day, evening and night, and if you're caught out at night without a light source, you will die. And if the little brain inside the circle on the screen, that's your sanity meter. If that drops too low, you will hallucinate, and your hallucinations will become physical and attack you, and you will die. If your stomach meter runs out, and you will die of starvation, and if your health bar runs out, you will die. Eventually in the game, the season will change to winter, and if you're unprepared for it, you will also die. Staying warm, finding food and keeping a fire lit is a lot more challenging in the winter, so it's a nice challenge after playing for a while. In the game, I've set up a base area with a permanent fire bit, so I don't have to craft fires every night, and a lightning rod that protects me from strikes. The game offers walls and flooring made from different materials as crafting options, but no roofs or doors to enclose the space, so I don't usually bother with them. You can also build houses for pigs and bees to live in. If you come across a sacred stone in your exploring, click on it to activate it. If you die with one of them activated, you'll respawn at its location one time. After the respawn, it breaks, so you can't use it again. Also, a good idea for survivability is the meat effigy, which is a craftable item you can make that more or less does the same thing. Each time you die, you're given XP equivalent to the amount of time you manage to stay alive, and upon leveling up, you can unlock new characters. And different characters have different pros and cons to look out for, and trying out new ones kind of softens the blow of having to start over, making it feel all shiny and new again. Throughout the game, you'll also find wormholes, and at the cost of some of your sanity, you can jump into one and be teleported to another point in the map. In this game, it was really hard for me to find rocks, and also I was nowhere near a swamp biome, so building my base area close to a wormhole let me jump into one and teleport to another one easily. Overall, I'd give this game a 7 out of 10. I'd definitely recommend it to those of you who enjoy survival or crafting games, because it really stands out in those categories as something a little bit different than the huge amount of other games that flooded the market in the post-Minecraft boom. If you've got a short temper or you like more cerebral or gratifying games, this one might not be for you.